Welcome everyone to PK Reviews Graphic Builder Green Shadow by Generation Toys. You have to forgive me that this is about my third take on this video. Each time I've gotten a little bit further, but something's gotten in the way. So I left a few of the harder parts already set up, namely the knee joints. The knee joints are such a pain. I'm just going to say that's still the case with this version, just as every complaint about the knee joints on the first one is valid. So I left those bent into the right place. You guys can imagine it's just one joint. Anyways, let's get this guy just assembled. I'm going to transform all the parts into their proper form, and then we'll put them together. So let's start with Scraper here and his little tilted hat. Alright, so first things first. We're going to come back here, pop loose these two pieces, like so. Fold this up. It's going to split right here. Move them so they're not next to each other, and then you'll rotate the inner part 180 like so on both of them. They'll roll back, and you'll tab back in these sides. Next, we'll take the canopy part and pull it loose. As you see, it'll accordion out. We'll take these little flaps here and fold them up out of the way. Then this will roll up along the leg, and these four posts at the corners will go into these four slots. Like so. Now, yes, make sure it's stretched all nice and good there. Now, you'll pop this loose and fold it around here, and then fold the knee up to where there's just enough room to get that slot. So, imagine I'm fighting with this and swearing. Click, click, click. There we go. Alrighty then. So let me just adjust real quick. Okay. So next, we will untab his arms from his sides and pull his scoop straight up. His arms will roll 90 degrees, so they're up as if right above his head. Then they'll roll 90 degrees this way. And then they'll roll back 90 degrees this way, giving you sort of this. Next, we will fold his shovel up, and there's two posts here with two tabs there. You put the posts into the tabs, push them securely, then this will fold like that. Alright, so there's that. We'll take the arms, we'll rotate round the ladders and plug them in as if they were in bot mode. And then we will rotate the arms around 180. And then we will untab the wheel guards, because that'll free up a joint right there that allows these to roll inwards, and this peg will go into the hole on the chest. And repeat on both sides. There we go. Now we'll rotate and fold in wheel guards just so they're there, and then these little flimsy pieces will just fold up and store pretty much on these sides here. Out of the way. And there's two clear panels on the side. They'll free up the ankle joint. And this bugs me a little. That it does that. Maybe putting the gun in there will help. Who knows? I'll try and fit it in there later. But we have a leg again. I've transformed this the most of them. It's always easy to get to the first step multiple times. Alright, now we will grab Mixmaster. Try and keep my hands out of shadowing things because this is light. So, Mixmaster, as you can see, I have the knee up already, guns off, etc. So we'll start by untabbing these side panels and rolling them up. And there's a place where that tab will fit into the arm, locking it all together nice and neatly. Yeah, let's just repeat on this side. And then we'll go ahead and remove his missile launcher from the top and click this back one click, just so it'll have the slot revealed. We'll fold this loose and out of the way for now and start on the foot. So for the foot, you want to fold up his wheels by popping it loose, putting it around that. Then you'll want to pop loose these front pieces, fold up the bumper like so. And then you'll want to split the entire front of the cab. It's easier, I find, if you fold this up and pull it apart here, because these are very tight. Alright, there we go. Next, you'll see that tab there. Actually, before we do that tab, next, let's take these purple pieces and just fold them to the side of the legs for now. Just so they're out of the way and they're where we'll need them. Alright, now we'll take a look at this little tab. You'll want to pull it sort of sideways to unlatch it and free that part. Same on the other side, free that part. Now, we've got to reattach the legs to each other all the way up and down, all the way up and down, as evenly as possible, all the way up and down. There we go. Make sure these are folded in so that they're out of your way. All the way in. There we go. If they're all the way in, they'll help support the foot a bit. Alright, now let's bend his knees back up and get this back into place. And that's where these little purple pieces come in. They're going to tab in to the side. This is a complaint I've seen on the regular version. It doesn't appear to be here. They tab in very securely. Alright, next we're going to take this piece here, pull it loose and rotate it to the back, and repeat on the other side. Take these flaps, move this out of the way, fold them to 90 degrees to make sort of a box back here. At least that's what I've seen. You know, make it M shape, whatever. And then we'll take this, the rockets, and we will tab it on. There's slots on the side that line up with these, and there's holes for these. So you'll plug it in, making sure that those 4 parts line up properly. And there we go. That is a foot. Yes, it is. I feel like this should be supported more than just flopping around, but I've yet to see maybe these. I've yet to see a way to do it. And then this, I believe, just folds up against the back. And I guess you could tab it back in like it's for vehicle mode, but I feel like that would hinder the ankle here a bit. So for now, we'll leave that alone. Next, let's pull in, let's pull in Bulldozer, just go in order across the way. Well, if I do that, let's just swap these orders so the head's last. Bulldozer. So, here's what we're going to do. Pull out his arm combiner port from down here. Pull it out on both joints a little bit is what I like to do, just to give him a little room. Then we will pull down on this. We'll hold the top part here in place and rotate the bottom part so that it stays locked on. Then we will open this, fold out the hand, close this, and then just splay his hand out, open his fingers. And there we go. Yeah, he's an arm. He is the easiest to transform of them. So, yeah, nice little rest before we start the second half. Alright, Navi, the other arm. In a similar way, but different. First you'll want to untab this little piece and pull it forward. Extend this out, fold it down. That allows us to get up in here. Split these, roll them around. That gives room for us to untab and fold up his arms. Then we can roll around his upper torso. It's a very tight fit around that, but I really didn't want to unpeg his legs. 180. Now we'll fold these and they will tab in. Going this way now, back into the legs, but the other way. Then we'll roll these back around into place, and they'll tab back together. Making sure everything's out of the way. It's a little finicky. They'll tab back together. We'll make sure this little silver piece in there is tabbed into place properly, and this is folded in. Alright, now this rotates around, folds up, and this sort of tucks on top. Alright, now we'll take this, hold the top in place so it doesn't latch, rotate the lower arm, open this part, fold out the hand, close this back together, splay out the hand, and finally flip out his combiner joint. Just like that. Now you have 2 arms and 2 legs. Now, it's time to make a crotch. We'll start by folding up and taking off the chest piece, which I did not transform back. I left it as chest piece. Set it aside. We'll take this guy, pick him up, and we will pull out the arms like you're starting robot mode. Just move them out of the way for now. Untab these panels to free up the legs. Pull them back. Then we will rotate this down. Next, we will untab this waist piece, allowing us to pull out and down on those pieces. And now it'll tab back in using the tabbed slots this time to secure it into being a wider waist. These panels are already folded in. They should have been folded around. Folders wheels in back. Rotate around these tips of these. Pull that real quick. Yeah, there they go. I'm gonna roll around. Come on out. Come on. There it goes. And then this can roll down, and you'll notice part of it will fit in between those pieces, and this will fit up in there too. I feel like it should hold in a different way just to give it more secure, but if it's there, then we can rotate 180. There we go. Now the arms will go back like this, push back in. There's a tab on this piece, or on there. They'll go into a slot on this. Then repeat. Like that. Make sure these panels are rotated around like this. Rotate around. Fold this back. Fold these back and then bend them here. And fold out. I wish that device has done more than just the side. Fold out these little extenders that just make it look a bit bigger. A little beefier. And we have pants. Alrighty. And I feel like I'm making better time than I thought I would. Crane. Let's see if this maintains our momentum. Alright. Well, it took, so, yep, breaks in half. Rolls around. Make sure these are the right way, yep. Tab, meets hole, holds it together. Roll around. Let's look around a bit more. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out of the way. These look promising. Let's roll them out. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is probably where the arms connect, if I remember right. Super tight joint because it's there for an extra posable joint on the arms if you have to. Let's hope I never have to. Good Lord. Alright, let's open. Now, let's rotate. You know, I'm going to remove this. It slides this way. It rotates around. It slides this way. I could have swore the instructions said this was removable. Okay, there we go. It is removable. Let's get that out of the way for now. Pop this piece up. Alright. So, let's roll this around like this and start messing with what is obviously the head over here. And tab these side panels. Let's roll this up like so. Tab these side panels. Let's roll this 180 and like this. Tab them back in. Roll this. Let's roll this center joint this way. Then we'll roll this way and this way. Okay, that gets the head into the right place. Okay, now we will open this little side canopy because this panel, there's a little tab that'll fit in there. And then that'll close up. That locks the head into place there. Okay. Next, we will fold this. I guess it just sort of sits as flat as possible and looks ugly. Rawr, angry face. And this will tab right there. And then we can go ahead and reattach the crane right now. Popped it loose. I wish that would tab in a little better. And roll it around and fold it back. Yeah, that's still popping up. That's a small knock. Alright, there we go. He's ready to be put together. I'm gonna raise up the camera a little bit on the tripod. As straight as possible. Right, and let's start. I'm gonna start with his body. Take this guy and this guy. There's 2 tabs back here. Conveniently, 2 holes back here. I'll put the holes in the tabs together. There we go. And it looks like it lined up some tabs in there. So I'm going to roll them forward and let the tabs do as they will. Hopefully. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to fold this down and plug it in right there to hold it together. We have a body. Alright, let's grab a leg. Slide the key joint on there. Click it. One massive leap for mankind forward. Now we have a leg. We have the leg. Same thing. Slide that T-joint in. I'm going to turn this backlight off real quick just so I can get a little better. I'm sorry, I'm just trying something out. That's all. Anyways, this leg slides in. One massive click forward. He has the rest of his legs. Okay. I'll scooch him back a lot. He feels super uneven right now. Like Scavenger's just a lot taller of a leg than Mixing Truck. Alright, let's look up a little. Goodness, I'm gonna need something to put this on top of. Let's steal a box. Okay. Let's focus back on our new guy. Take an arm. Slide it into front to back into the silver part. Repeat. And then let's get the chest plate on him. And there's 2 slots on the back that peg onto these 2 pegs. If I can get it to. Come on. Stay in one place. Alright, let's all believe in the heart of the cards. Alright. Whew. I'm sweating. You guys sweating yet? I think let's try and give him his gun, maybe. 2 tabs on here, 2 slots in his hand. does not want to fit in that slot. Maybe there's something that needs shaped down. There's some flash on the tip here or something. So for now, I'm just going to leave this gun aside for the review. If I get it back in there later, I'll just take a picture of it. Alright, let's roll him back. Quite literally, all his wheels seem to be wanting to move him. And let's... Alright, Green Shadow is built. I have to say, he's impressive. I do not feel like anything bad's going to happen to him. I'm not afraid of the clear plastic. I'm more afraid of how much damage he's done to my hand. And, you know, making sure that I get him sorted out right so he looks cool. Wow, it's an experience. I'd say no need to be afraid of the clear plastic. I don't know how it'll hold up in a few years, but I'll give updates periodically if anything changes. As right now, though, his clear plastic feels better than a lot of things opaque plastic. So, while I have a Devastator, let's do comparisons. First off, our old friend Giant. Not really living up to his name anymore, but as you can see, there's about the entire gun's difference in height, maybe? No, about the barrel's difference in height. But, you know, Giant stands on his own and is really supported nicely. I'm not saying that Generation Builder doesn't. Gravity Builder doesn't. He's holding up really nicely. I'm just saying, compared to, as we all know, my personal least favorite, TFC. Luckily, he's staying up. Let's just savor this moment. As you can see, he's slightly crumpled over. He was straight a second ago. Anyway. Also, both very nice. Yeah, he looks really impressive over here next to the older two. Alright, out of the way. As a bonus, something I didn't include in the other reviews. There he is next to Hulky. For anyone who cares about DX9's Legends. You know, I really like Hulky. Hulky's really fun. Anyways. Now let's grab. Let's go with Takara. Oh, goodness, I'm going to have to move back. I'm going to do this by hand. There you go. Takara and Generation Toy side by side. As you can see, Generation Toy is a good size, but Takara is just bigger. And that's not saying anything yet, because I feel like I need to pick up lifting just to be able to pick up this guy. Oh. Here he is, next to Constructor. As you can see, he reaches about Constructor's crotch. This is the definitive Devastator right now. And for good reason. But this is a really beautiful piece. I'm glad I have one of every Devastator, I'm not going to lie. While this is a definitive masterpiece Devastator for right now, Fans Toys might do better. I really appreciate having a unique take on this one, so I have a good excuse for having both. Same excuse I had with getting both Perseus and Giant. Alright. I'll try posing him and taking some pictures of him, but I'm not going to try that on camera. Some final thoughts for everyone. If you're on the fence and the only thing holding you back is being afraid he might break, as long as you don't have ham hands, go for it. if you're on the fence and need a reason to pick him up over the normal one. He looks cooler. Looks really nice. I'm gonna move him over here and turn this back on. Yeah, that's impressive. Do some adjustment maybe to the light, change how it sees. He just glows really nice. Yeah. I don't think anyone should really be afraid of picking him up on a part of clear plastic, at least, if that's what anyone's watching this for. I'll keep you guys updated if that changes. I don't think it will. Until then, this is the end of my reviews for Green Shadow. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Tell me what you want me to review next. I have a large selection of figures, and I usually try and get most of the recent ones as soon as I can. Just put out a request. I'll tell you if I can do it or not. And, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope there's some support out there for a new reviewer. Anyways, this is PK signing off.